Hey world, it's Devonta Arrington, back for part two at What Defines Who I Am. So, What Defines Who I Am, part two. As of right now, I'm definitely, I am an activist right now for diabetes, muscular dystrophy, high blood pressure, hypertension, a lot of things that, was a medical, problem here, that my family, just my real family and stuff like that. And my adopted brother had muscular dystrophy, and he ended up passing away 6 years ago. I definitely do have a strong eye towards people that go through these difficulties with their diseases, because it's very serious. My brother was everything to me, and he had muscular dystrophy, and he passed away. And so I definitely have a new book out called Shakeology and Diabetes. Friendships always start with a shake. And I think, with just a lot of people just in life, just so worried about the bottom dollar, the dollar, and they don't take that time to let people know who they really are. And, I'm taking out the whole day to make these videos, and it's a Saturday, who knows, I could be at the beach, could be living it up, having fun, but I'm putting the time in because I do believe what you put in life, you get back. Let that motorcycle go by. I hope you can hear me just fine, with all this traffic and stuff. Hold on, let me make sure that the volume is up all the way. Okay, that's as much as it'll go. So, I lost my train of thought. Okay. I could be at the beach, having fun, but I believe that you always get what you get. You always get what you give. And I look at so many people, just like homeless people, I don't have a huge problem with homeless people. I have a problem when a homeless person just asks for money. Now, I believe no matter what circumstance that you're in, if you have walking legs, walking arms, and a functioning brain, you're not helpless. And I've been down on my luck before. I've been homeless a few times, but I've never let my circumstance define who I was. I always was able to push through. I was actually homeless at one point, and I actually got a job that had a lot of overtime. You could work every day. You could work 16 hours a day. So what did I do? I worked every day, and I worked 16 hours a day. 7 days a week, 16-hour shifts, back to back. I did 8 of them in a row one time. So, yeah. And then I saved up. I got myself a car. Very good car, actually. And I'm a little harsh to homeless people when they just come up and ask me for something, ask me for money. Because if you're able to walk, talk, and move, you can get a job, you can work. Because I've been there before. I've been at the bottom. So I'm definitely not big on the excuses of I'm helpless, because there's always a way up. Always. For every problem, there's a solution. Always. 100%, I believe it, because I've lived it. And you have to really want it. And I do not back down from that statement at all. I don't care how worse off somebody is, as long as they want to. This girl named Anna that is kind of my interest right now. I gotta be a little bit careful, because if I ever give her like this website, like she'll, I know that she probably knows I like her, but I don't want to put it all the way out there, like how much, But she made up a good point, because I talked about nurture over nature, and how I believe that, you look at people coming from bad neighborhoods, you become basketball players, football players, and things of that nature. And, they might have came from the ghetto and stuff, but yet they had a very strong support team. That's why I believe nurture over nature, because you could have, you could have been given the world. You could have got, and then all of a sudden your family dies and you don't even know how to pump gas in your car. So, yeah, you could be given the world, but yet if you're not taught how to run the world, then what good is the world? And I believe that thoroughly. I look at nurture over nature, and I said, well, yeah, these people came from the ghetto, but they had a lot of great support, with their family, and that's how they're able to become as great as they were. It's just like, yeah, you could always have a good support system, but, it all comes back to if you really want it. And I'm like, wow, hold up. That was the most powerful thing I've heard like all month, and actually just a while. And what's funny about this girl is that she doesn't understand like how smart she is and how valuable she is. I don't think she's ever really had these conversations like with a guy that speaks about philosophy. Okay, I got it. Saying philosophy is always just kind of hard for me to say. I don't know why. Philosophy. Okay, I got it. Have a conversation with a guy that talks about philosophy as much as I do. I kind of force people to dig deep within inside them and kind of get answers. And I think just talking with me, she's starting to understand that part of her side of herself. And that was real powerful to say, because so many people, including myself, I'm a victim of it. I'm a victim of it, hands down. Bring up their past. Hey, this is what happened right here. This is why this happened right here. This is, because my mom didn't do this for me. This is the reason I did this. Yeah, because they did this because you know what I mean. And you get in the finger pointing game and stuff like that. Or somebody says, all right, well, this person's rich because their whole family was rich. But it all comes down to, do you really want it? You can say that, your family was like this, your family was like that, and that's the reason you're right here. But if you really want something, there's no circumstance that could ever hold you back from it. Because I always tell people like this: I might not have always got everything I wanted in life, but everything I always really wanted, I always got. See, because it takes more than just a want to achieve something. Because we all want more. Everybody wants, but who really wants it? And that's what separates people. Anything that I've always really wanted and I set in my head, no, it's not going to not happen, I always got every single time. Anytime I just didn't give up, anytime I just kept pushing forward, anytime that I just, got in my head, I'm not going to quit, whether it's running on the treadmill or whatever, like, I honestly believe that we are beings of infinite energy sources. I believe energy is in your mind. I believe that if you believe that you can get on the treadmill and you want to run for an hour, you can do it. Because I do it every day, and I have a heart condition. I run an hour a day, no exceptions, no excuses. I run an hour a day or more. Nothing less than an hour. And right now my heart's bothering me, so I need to go for a run. Well, it probably doesn't help that I ate some Popeyes fries, but that's what happened. I cheated a little bit. I usually just eat fruits, vegetables, Shakeology, but oh well, we gotta have fun a little bit. So, there's just a lot of things to consider, just with, just going about life, because at the end of the day, like, maybe you're going through a divorce, or you're doing a bad breakup, and are you going to just let it go, leave it alone? Is it beyond repair, or are you going to fight for it? Are you going to make sure that the person knows how much you care? Make sure that you're just not going to walk away. It's not going to be that easy, because if it's that easy to walk away, then you never really wanted it. And that's what I said in the first video, is that so many people, man, they just, they take a circumstance and they say this circumstance is like this, and there's nothing I can do to change it. And I think that just breeds mediocrity in just life. So many people that just reach that adversity wall, and they hit it and they just stop. But knowing that if you just keep chipping away at that wall, something's gonna pull through. It has to. There's so many people, man, and that are just, they've put so much work, and they just now became a champion about something, or they just now got a gold medal. But there's different levels for different people. Some people get their real estate license and they take off in real estate and they do luxury real estate, selling multi-million-dollar houses. There's some people that have to start small and have to go through $150,000 houses and work their way up to luxury. Some people are just more gifted to be able to take it like that. But I honestly believe that if you're a normal functioning human being, you can walk, talk, and move. I believe that anybody can go through any process and be successful, as long as you want it. You have to really want it and stop just making excuses. It all comes down to the want. I got a powerful story. I know a guy, back in Wisconsin. and he's in real estate. And what's so powerful about him is that he's got a mortgage, he's got car payments, he's got 3 kids, he's got a wife, and he's got all this stuff over his head. And he was working at J.J. Keller, if any of you guys are familiar with that. Very, very, very powerful corporate business. J.J. Keller, it's sales. I think they sell medical equipment. So, yeah, he was there. He was a manager, and he found out about real estate, and he's just like, man, it's good money, but I want the freedom with my family. So he actually quit his job, took a leap of faith, and he's just like, man, it was scary. I was running out of money. I was getting scared, and then boom, landed a deal. Because he had that faith. Because anything you do just half in, half out, it's just not going to work. It's like, do you want back your wife? Do you want back your girlfriend? I kind of do. Yeah, I do. Okay, how bad? How bad do you really want them back? How bad do you really want that girl of your dreams? Like the girl I'm interested in right now. I said it before in the other video, is that circumstances on her part would just tell me that there's no chance, that we would ever have anything. But who I am is just, as a person, as a warrior, as a man, as a soldier, is that, I know that there's hope. As long as there's a little bit of hope, that's all I need. I don't need a huge, I don't need a whole, airplane, jet lag, cloud in the sky, saying for me to, hey, you got this opening. I don't need that, that awakening, that burning bush, from the Bible to say, hey, this is going to work if you push through. I honestly believe, like, if you see an opportunity, you feel it, and you know it's real, you don't need a whole lot of clarification. Like, with this woman here, I could go through the logistics with her and try to get logical, but the bottom line is, I believe that I deserve her. I believe we'd be great together. I believe that I'm willing to work as hard as I can to improve myself. And I know that I'm coming there to give. I know that I have great intentions. And I know that I'm not trying to be deceitful or anything like that. And I honestly believe, as long as you have those principles in your life, that you're going to give in a situation, you're willing to better yourself, you're not looking to be selfish, you're going to get what you want, because you're honest and you deserve it. I believe that you get what you deserve in this life, 100%, hands down. And just with her, I'm just going to keep on pushing to make myself a better person. And I know in my heart that if it's meant to be, it'll be, and I'm not worried about it, because I understand what value I bring, and I add a whole lot of value, and I'm going to keep building myself to bring value, because you can never stop building value, because life is a never-ending process, a never-ending story, until we meet our maker, so to speak. Definitely. So, just as of right now, I just made an ebook, and I want to make another ebook for lease purchases. Lease purchase my luxury home or my luxury house. That's my next ebook I'm going to make. That'll be a couple pages, because honestly, guys, this whole process is relatively simple. So I don't need to pack it full of just content that's not relevant. But yeah, so that's just a little bit more about me. What defines me? What motivates me? What motivates me is because I like I said, I like seeing people ahead. I like to fix problems. I like to persevere. I like to go beyond my limits. I like to show people, how powerful they are. I like to show people, the inner strength inside them, that they can prosper, that they can push through, because I've done it, and that's how I operate, and there's so much to be said about just being authentic and letting people know who you are, because, so many people are just afraid to let people know who they are, and, if you don't let people know who you are, you're probably not going to make it very far in life. So I definitely just do my best to, drop as much content as I can, and let people know who I really am and what defines me. So yeah, this is Devontae Arrington, Veteran Home Realty, or at gmail.com, 920-903-2941. Thank you.